Hello friends, in this video tutorial, we are going to learn how to make progress bar for data insert into database with PHP using Ajax. If you want to make stylish user interface for your web application, then this type of feature, so when user has submit form, then display inserting of data in progress bar. Here we will use PHP script for inserting of data, and by using Ajax we will submit form data. For make progress bar, here we will use Bootstrap library, and by using Jquery we will display inserting data process on web in progress bar. Now let's start discussing this topic. So this is testing database, and here we have one sample table. We will insert data into this table. This is our index page. Here first we have defined span tag, with ID is equal to success message. Under this tag, we will display success message. Now we want to make form, so here we have write, form tag with method is equal post, and ID is equal to sample form. Under this form, for insert first name details, so here we have write input type is equal to text, name, and ID is equal to first name. For display first name text box validation error, here we have defined span tag with ID is equal to first name error. For enter last name details, here we have create input type is equal to text, name is equal to last name and ID is equal to last name. For display last name text box validation error, here we have defined span tag with ID is equal to last name error. For submit form data, here we have write input type is equal to submit, name and ID is equal to save, and value is equal to save. Below this form, we want to make progress bar. Here we have create division tag with class is equal to form group, ID is equal to process. Here we have add style tag is equal to display property set to none, so content of this division tag will be not display on web page. Under this, we have create one division tag, with class is equal to progress. This is default class of Bootstrap for progress bar. After this, under this tag, we have create one more division tag, with class is equal to progress bar stripped and active. In this tag, we have add role tag property set to progress bar. Same here we have add aria value minimum property set to 0. Now we have write aria value maximum set to 100, so here we have defined minimum and maximum value for progress bar using aria attributes. Now we have moved to Jquery Code, so here we have write $ with form ID sample form with on method, and under this we have write submit event, so when form has been submitted, then this block of code will execute. Under this, first we have write event.prevent default method, it will stop to reload form at time of form submitted. Below this, we have defined count error variable is equal to 0. For validate first name text box data, so here we have write if statement, and under condition, we have write $ with text box ID first name, with value method is equal to blank. This condition will check if first name text box has some value or not. If first name text box has blank value, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block, we have write $ with span tag ID, first name error, with text method, and under this we have write message like first name is required. Below this, we have increment count error variable value increment by 1. But suppose, first name text box has some value, then it will execute else block of code, and here we have write $ with span tag ID first name error, with text method with blank value, it will remove first name text box error. Same way for validate last name text box data, so here we have write if statement, and under condition, we have write $ with text box ID last name, with value method is equal to blank. This condition will check if last name text box has some value or not. If last name text box has blank value, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block, we have write $ with span tag ID, last name error, with text method, and under this we have write message like last name is required. Below this, we have increment count error variable value increment by 1. But suppose, last name text box has some value, then it will execute else block of code, and here we have write $ with span tag ID last name error, with text method with blank value, it will remove last name text box error. Now we have write if statement and under condition, we have write count error variable value is equal to 0, if this condition true, that means form data has no any validation, and it will execute if block of code. Under this block, we have start write Ajax request, and in this first option URL has been set to process.php, it will send request to this file. In second option, we have write method, here we can define form data sending method, so here we have use post form data sending method. In third option, we have write data option, and here we can define which data we want send to server, so here we have write $this, with serialize method, it will convert form data into URL encoded string. In fourth option, we have write before send callback function, this function has been called before Ajax request has been sent. Under this, we have write $this with submit button ID save, with attribute method, and under this we have write disabled, it will disabled submit button. Below this, we have write $tag ID process with CSS method, and under this we have display property set to block, it will display progress bar on web page. Lastly, we have write success callback function, this function has been called if request completed successfully, and it will receive data from server. Under this function, we have defined percentage variable is equal to 0. Below this, we have write time variable is equal to set interval callback function. It will continue execute this function continuously. This function can be stopped by using clear interval method. Under this function, we have write percentage variable is equal to percentage variable plus 20. It will increment percentage variable value by 20. After this, we have called progress bar process function, with two argument like percentage variable and timer variable. Lastly, here we have write 1000, that means this function will continue execute on every 1 seconds. Now here we have make progress bar process function, with two argument like percentage and timer. Under this function, we have write dollar with division tag, with CSS method, and under this, we have write width property set to value of percentage variable value. Below this, we have write if statement, and under condition, we have write percentage variable value greater than 100. This condition will check if percentage variable value greater than 0, then it will execute if block of code. Under this, first we have write clear interval method, with timer variable. It will stop to execute code of set interval callback function. After this, we have write dollar with form ID sample form with 0 index with reset method. It will reset all form field value. For hide progress bar, here we have write division tag, with ID process with CSS method, and under this we have display property set to none. It will hide progress bar. After this, we want to set progress bar width to 0, so here we have write dollar with progress bar class, with CSS method, and under this we have set width property to 0%. Now we want to enable submit button, so here we have write dollar with button ID save with attribute method, and under this we have disabled attribute value set to false. For display success message, here we have write span tag ID success message, with HTML method, and under this we have write success message like data save successfully. This will be display on web page. After some time we want to remove the success message, so here we have write set timeout callback function. Under this, we have write dollar with span tag ID success message with HTML method, and under this we have write blank value. It will remove content of success message. Lastly, in this we have write 5000, so this function will be called after 5 seconds and it will remove success message from web page, after 5 seconds. Now we have moved to write PHP code. Here first we want to make database connection, so here we have write $connect variable is equal new to class. With 3 argument like MySQL host is equal to localhost, database name set to testing, username set to root, and password set to blank. After making database connection, now we have write if statement, and under condition, we have write is set function, with $post first name variable. If this variable value set, then it will execute if block of code. So, under this block, we have write $data variable is equal to array. In first key, we have write first name, with value like $post first name variable. In second key, we have write last name, with value like $post last name variable, so here we have store form data in $data variable. Below this, we have write $query variable is equal to, insert into sample table, with table column like first name, last name, and values like first name, last name. Below this insert query, we have write $statement variable is equal to, $connect variable with prepare statement, and under this we have write $query variable. This statement will make query for execution, so for query execution, we have write $statement variable, with execute method, and under this we have write $data variable. It will insert data into MySQL table. Lastly, for send response to Ajax request, we have write echo statement with done, so here our code is ready. Now we have check output in browser. Friends, here we can see when page has been loaded into browser, then on web page we can sample form with save button. First we want to check validation working or not, so we have directly click on save button. After click on button, here we can see validation message below each text box, that means validation working properly. Now we have entered John in first name, and Smith in last name text box field. After this we have click on save button, so here on web page we can see save button has been disabled. And below button, we can see progress bar, for display process of data inserting into MySQL table using PHP with Ajax. After progress bar completed process, then, progress bar has been removed from web page. And all form field value has been reset, and disable save button has been in the form of enable. So this way we can increment a progress bar while inserting of data into MySQL database on button click by using Ajax jQuery and PHP. If you have any query or input regarding this video tutorial, please comment your query or input in comment box, or if you like this video tutorial please share with your friends, or even you can also share on social media also. Thanks for watching this video tutorial.